for now, I could tell you that it is a lot of things in fraud and risk management, compliance. This is a new field that has been rising, right? Based on, if you look are not to call them victims because they make money out of like everyone, right? But banks are, kind of like the victims of kind of like scammers, simply because they get fined and penalized, even though the person that's losing their money is also a victim. But in terms of business wise, banks have faced a lot of risk, and it is not compliance is not really an area that they can keep up with, right? You have the government that says, hey, banks, if this happens, we're going to fine you this, right? If your bank was used to do scams and things like that, we're going to fine you this. So banks haven't really been able to keep up with regulation. So compliance is one of those rising areas, fields in finance, especially working with banks. If you look up compliance jobs, you're gonna see there's a lot of compliance jobs and you can get paid a lot of money. There's also certifications for compliance that you can have. And I've seen some of my friends and work colleagues that only have a bachelor's degree and they do, an anti-money laundering certification, and they go to a big bank and they go become a VP of compliance or VP of risk, VP of, there's so many terms that they use, but it falls under compliance. So yeah, so that's what I see. That's one of the, um, you know, recently rising areas in finance and business. And you don't have to be in finance to really do that. You can just be in risk or maybe operations, or, you don't have to be in finance. You can be an accountant that wants to do that. That is where, a lot of opportunity is. There's a lot of jobs. They have plenty of money to go around when it comes to those fields because the faster you're able to get certified, that means you are up to date with those compliance regulations that the government passes. So you're better able to assist the bank that doesn't have time to train employees or, to train everyone, because it's also a field that not a lot of people are aware of, and a lot of people aren't really, into compliance, or especially for banks, right? Money laundering, anti-money laundering, as well as terrorist financing, and it's so many things that go into it.